Hey everyone, this is Andrew from the First Fret Lessons, and let's talk about chords and rhythm guitar. Here's the most generic, overused 1-5-6-4 chord progression. Piano 1, 5, 6, 4. I played it in the key of E, so it's E, B, C sharp minor, and A chord. Half of the popular songs that you hear on the radio are based on these 4 chords. It's getting really tiresome, overused and boring. And if you play it with the regular basic chords, it can get old pretty soon. You will be bored, first of all. So what I'm going to talk about is how you can spice it up a little, so that even if you have this 1-5-6-4 progression, you can make something interesting with it. Something like this. Or something like this. I'm going to show you how this can be done. If you like this lesson, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and let's go. Okay, there are a lot of different ways to go about it. Of course, you can play it as it is, but as I said, it may get boring pretty soon. You can play like some power chords. You can play the same chords in a different position, for example, here. But it doesn't help a lot, if you know what I mean. So, what I like to do in the cases like this is to find 1 or 2 notes that can link all the chords in my progression. Let's see what I'm talking about here. E major chord. We got 2 notes, B and E, which can be used in all of the other chords. For example, B chord. Of course, B is the root note, but E is the 4th note, you know, so it adds this effect to the chord. If we add the B note to C sharp minor, we'll get C sharp minor 7, you know, here's our B note, and then A. B is the 2nd here. So the first thing we can do is to play all these chords with the first 2 strings open, like this. There's a lot of contemporary music which uses these chords. A lot of Foo Fighters songs use these open strings and so on and so forth. But let's go a little bit further. I mean, you know, we guitar players are lazy people and there's a lot of movements you have to do here. What I like to do is stay in one position, you know, and barely even swap my fingers. So here's what I can do. E. I can play it like this. I just add this note. It's E, B, E, B. It's B 1 octave higher. So now my E chord sounds like this. I can leave the first strings open or not, it doesn't really matter. Then it's time to switch to the B chord, and what I do is just add this note here. It's just a B5 power chord. Then C minor sharp. What I do is just, you know, fret this note. 4th fret on the 5th string, C sharp. And on A, I just lift it. It's basically A5 power chord, but we just add, you know, the 2nd note here, B. So what we got? I'm barely even doing anything with my left hand, and it sounds pretty good, and if you ask me, way more interesting than just this. And yeah, you can play it even here in the lower register, or you can add the strings sound good. Alright, let's see what else we can do. Let's go up here to the E5 power chords. B. We gotta be here, but I don't want to play all my strings, so I can play just the parts of this chord, you know, like this. C sharp minor 7. Okay, we got it here. But once again, I'm too lazy for that, so I can play it like this. Now it's time for A. And here it is. It's just same as here, but only with the 5th open string. Sounds pretty good, and yeah, once again you can leave your first strings open. As a rhythm guitar player, you should be paying pretty close attention to what your bass player is doing. For example, if you got something like U2 going in the bass, like, you don't need all these low notes. You can focus just on the high notes, you know. So let's play all the same chords, but from the 4th string and higher. It will sound like this. It's really interesting because if you play it like this, without a bass, 2 of your chords sound exactly the same, like E5 and C sharp minor. These notes are exact same. However, your chord is changing. It creates really interesting effect, like E. However, without the bass, it's just... it's the same notes. Since we are talking about U2, let's go even higher, and let's imagine how the Edge would have played it. E chord. Let's play it the same as we played it here, you know? B, B, B. Okay, here's our first chord. B. I add just one finger here, and it's just B5 power chord. Yeah, here it is. C sharp minor. Here it is. We just need one note here. C sharp. You can leave your pinky. You can leave it here. Or you can lift it, but you know, it's a bit too sad for my taste, so I just leave it here. So E, B, C sharp minor, and A. Where can we find an A chord here? If you know the cage system, it will be pretty easy. Here it is, A chord. And here's the note that we need, you know. Here's our A chord. We need just this note. So once again. You can even, play a bit. You can try to do something like this. So as you can see, there are lots of options here, and we were looking at the key of E, but if you got, C, you can do the same stuff, just transpose it like. And so on and so forth. To be successful at this kind of stuff, all you need to do is learn the caged system. You should know where each chord is located. You should be able to find it. And you should experiment with the, different notes on the different chords. You should add second, fourth, sixth notes. It usually sounds pretty good. And yeah, try to find a note that can connect all of your chords. That's what we were doing here. And you can usually walk away with an amazing results. So have fun with it. I hope this lesson was useful to you, and see you next time.